Hey guys.
Yeah.
Is today tie-dye Tuesday?
I guess so. Oh wait, no, it's Saturday. Oh. Game changer Saturday. Oh, yeah.
Oh, even the baby has his tie-dye on?
Yep. Oh.
Say hey guys.
Hey guys.
So it is Saturday evening and we are headed out to the garden soon to actually pull some dead plants up. It's just time to clean out some things that are just spent for the season. But before we head out there, I wanted to show you a little something that's happening in our kitchen. You ready to show them?
Yes. So these are Ayam chicks. My mom's friend from work gave us 4 Ayam eggs, and we've had them in the incubator for a few weeks, and they're hatching today. So far, we have 1 chick hatching, and then 1 chick is already hatched, and then the next one you can see is hatched right now. Wait, it just hatched? Yes.
Yeah, the second one just hatched.
We just caught it on camera. Like embobbing your head.
So he's just a few minutes old. He literally just popped out.
Yeah.
Or she. So Ayam Samanis are actually a breed of chicken that are all black. They have black feathers, black beaks, black combs and wattles. They even have black meat and black bones. And I just thought they were a really cool breed. And actually, they're kind of expensive if you're shopping for hatching eggs or for already hatched chickens. But I have a friend that I used to work with. I was able to trade some tomatoes and produce out of my garden for some hatching eggs. So 4 of them have developed enough, and 2 of them have hatched, and I'm waiting on the other 2 to hatch. So hopefully we'll have 4 by the end of the day. So we'll see. Hey Isaac. How are you? Are you ready to go to the garden? Hey, let's go. These cherry tomatoes. There's so many on this plant. So I'm really happy I came out and shot that garden tour, the July garden tour when I did, because literally the very next day we had, I don't know how much rain we had. We had 36 hours of very, very heavy rain. I don't remember the actual totals from the news reports, but I do know that we have a plastic gorilla cart that's probably about 8 inches deep or so, and the day before the rain it was completely empty, and the day after the rain it was full to the brim and overflowing. So we had to have at least 8 inches or so. But the garden really struggled from all the rain. Some things just have not recovered, and it pretty much wiped out my squash. So today we're just gonna do a bunch of cleanup. We're gonna pull some squash, probably some green beans, and I have a corn patch too that's just done for. So let's get to work. Here, I'll kind of show you some of the stuff that the rain really affected. This whole row here, I'm drinking my Coke, this whole row here is different types of cantaloupe and watermelons. The foliage just seems to really be suffering. These were all super green and lush, and now it seems like they have like some type of disease or blight. I'm really not sure. Seems worse down here. Those melons don't seem quite ripe yet. I'm just really hoping for the best. I'm just leaving them on the vine to see if they'll continue to ripen. This is the back look at one of my squash patches here. I could leave it for a little while longer, but it really is pretty riddled with powdery mildew and squash bugs, and they just never really fully recovered from the massive amount of rain. So I think I'm going to pull those up today, and I'm probably going to pull up this bed of green beans here and just kind of refresh the bed and plant for a second wave. Also, I know I showed you these on the last garden tour, but this is by far my favorite zinnia. Like, it's just so big. Oh yeah, another thing I need to do is these sunflowers here. The wind and rain really knocked those down. It pretty much just pulled it out of the ground. So we're gonna pull those up and just kind of refresh some of these beds. But before we get to work, look at this guy. They're so pretty. And over here as well. There will always be these big sunflowers in my garden from now on. Okay, less play, more work. gonna set you guys up on a tripod and I'm gonna get my gloves. So I'm gonna fill up the gorilla cart with all the plants that I pull up, and then we'll take them out to the chickens so they can have a snack. Here, I wanted to show you guys this. All these holes in this chewed up part, that is where squash vine borers have just bored themselves in the stems and created a hole in the stems, which just ultimately makes for an unhealthy plant and eventually will kill the plant. But that's their little brown granular looking stuff. That's like the byproduct from where they've chewed my plant up. Come on, little chickies. You coming to investigate? They're still not quite sure of it. They'll figure it out sooner or later.
It's loud! It's loud, isn't it?
William found a wood chipper for $50 on Facebook Marketplace, and it wasn't running. Apparently the guy that owned it was not sure how to fix it, but thankfully William is pretty much a handyman. He can fix just about anything. So he and William are testing out the wood chipper today, and hopefully it'll work well for us. All right, squash is done. Time to go get some beans. Hey Micah, do you think you can help me? Yeah? Alright, so we got this bean patch behind me done. I put them just all in the wheelbarrow, and I'm going to save them for my compost pile. Honestly, I just really didn't like that variety. I thought they grew kind of funny, and they would get too big and too woody, too difficult to eat, just really quickly. Like they were only perfect for like a very small period of time, and then they were just too woody and too big. So these are dragon tongue bush beans, and I really liked eating these and cooking with these, but a lot of them are just way too big and past their prime. But I did like these, so I'm gonna leave them on the bush to dry to hopefully save some seeds. So they're just gonna have to look rough for a little while until they completely dry. Same with these. These are I think these are royal burgundy or royal purple, if I remember correctly. I don't know, they're still putting out some baby beans. Look at there. I didn't realize that, because that one's actually good to eat. But a lot of these are just like that. Like a lot of them are just too woody and past their prime. Here is some Cherokee Wax Beans. The same with these beans. These are called Jade Beans. And oh, look at that, they're blooming again. Well, I thought they were done, and now I'm making a liar out of myself. But they put out these pretty straight beans. There's a better example of how straight they get. And they're kind of like long French style green beans, and I really like these. Well, I really thought those beans were done, like just done for the season, but I was wrong. They're still blooming, and I actually have some beans to pick. So anyway, I will come back and pick those beans later, but now we're going to get rid of this corn behind me. All right, so this is Silver Queen corn, and it did pretty well. It did pretty well this year. We've eaten quite a bit off of it, but I went through last night and picked off all the remaining ears, and there's nothing left good on it to eat anymore. So I'm going to cut the stalks down and clean this bed out in preparation for something new.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers.
Did I wear you out?
Yeah. Pretty hard work.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Look what I found.
What is that?
They're eggs of a type.
Oh. Oh, look at those. Those are some type of egg, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. very cool find.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of weeds, we have pretty much cleared out this whole entire row, all the way to the end. So this corn that we just cut down, I'm thinking we're just gonna let it dry. I'm gonna move it and stack it up in a pile beside the garden. I'm gathering some stuff to make a compost pile. I'm really hoping to start like a large compost pile here soon. I would like to try a type of composting called the 18-day compost method. Anyway, I'm still learning about that. But when I do try it, hopefully in the next few weeks here, I will be sure to video it. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna take all these corn stalks, let them dry out, and I may even run them through that new chipper we have and create some substrate for compost. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this poor, pitiful looking sunflower back here and then just go through and kind of clean up my mess and wrap up things for the day.
How'd that get in my hair?
It's silly. Hey boys,
Yes, hello.
what are y'all doing?
Taking the baby a detour through the garden.
A detour through the garden.
Yep.
All right, y'all be careful with him, okay?
Can I be the one pushing? Sure. And I'll ride.
So I was thinking about all these corn stalks here I just cut down.
Yeah.
So I can stack these up and let them dry and we can run through the chipper
Yeah.
and make compost material.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, son, we just have a little bit left to go.
Yep.
Are you gonna keep helping me?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Oh man, that one's got bugs in it, doesn't it? Let's see. What about this one?
See any holes?
Perfect. Here you go.
No, you can eat it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no bugs. Cause
Bugs?
look, Mom.
Here, look.
Hole.
You see? And does this one have bugs too?
Holes always mean it's been eaten by bugs. See?
Yep, you're right. No bugs. Is that a good one?
So is this a mini watermelon that's growing?
No, that's actually called a Kajari melon.
Is it ready to pick it?
No, it'll turn orange when it's ready to pick.
What?
Mm-hmm. It'll turn orange.
Weird.
Let's see if we
About
can
this
find some
one.
more ground cherries. Well, see, that ground cherry is still green. You see how the little husk on it is still green? Now you can taste it, but it probably won't be very sweet. Tell me what it tastes like.
Actually, it tastes a little sweet.
It does? Good. Good. I'm glad.
I'm going to try this one. You think it'll have bugs in it?
I hope not. Uh-oh.
No.
So these are ground cherries or golden berries, or what's the other name for them? Cape gooseberries, I think is another name that sometimes these are called. They are in the tomatillo family, but they're really sweet. And the kids love coming to look for them. They fall off of the plant when they're ripe and they fall on the ground. Sometimes the bugs get to them more quickly than we do, right?
Yes. What about this one? Think it'll have bugs in it?
I hope not.
See one hole.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Sorry. This is for me?
Yep. Has no holes in it.
Oh, I think it's bad, son. Did you know that it was bad? Silly goose. It is getting late. I feel like I've done my fair share of work today, cleaning out these rows and weeding. William's wrapping up the wood chipper stuff, and I think we're gonna head back home here soon. We still haven't eaten dinner yet. But I was just walking through the rest of the garden, and picking some ground cherries with Noah. Look how big these sunflowers. Oh, you can't even really tell on camera. That one's got to be like 10 feet tall. Oh, look. I have been trying to grow cucumbers all season, and I didn't even plant this cucumber. This is a volunteer. And I finally got an actual decent cucumber. Look, Noah, look what I got. I just think it's silly that I've grown so many things this season, and the one thing that I haven't been able to grow is a cucumber. And
That's your first
then it
one.
decided to grow by itself, and I did not put this there.
Away. Mom, I think this one is ready.
It's dry, isn't it?
Yeah. And these.
Good job, son.
And then look over here.
Good job. That's exactly what we need them to be, all dried out like that.
Oh, broke one.
That's okay.
Broke a few. But
That's
I
all right.
see a bean.
You see a bean?
Yep.
Oop, let's get it. We got it. There we go. It's a bean. Thank you, son. Hey, look at all those beans. Oh, great job, son. So, thank you for helping me in the garden tonight.
Welcome.
You're a sweet boy. So we got a cucumber. We got some dried noodle beans that we can save for seed, right?
Yep.
Or if we have enough, we can go eat them. We could cook them in a pot of beans and eat them. Are you eating a bean right now? Say thank you for hanging out in the garden with us tonight.
Thank you for hanging out in the garden for us tonight.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Please subscribe to our channel.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.